Hi, welcome to Bobby Cinema Theater. I'm Bobby Cinema, but you can call me BC. Today is January 16th and my 41st week of my webcast live at Bobby Cinema. We're introducing new movies and DVDs that's out this week, where I make my final grade on the movie out this week. Sorry about the delay. I was out of town on vacation, but now I'm back. Go into my website where you can read my plot and watch the movie trailer. The first movie out this week is My Blood Valentine 3D, starring Jensen Ackles and James King. Directed by Patrick Lussier, produced by John Dunning, and distributed by Lionsgate. I took this film. I don't recommend people watch this movie in theaters. They should get better writers and better actors for this film. I grade this movie a D. The next movie out this week is Notorious, starring Jamal Woolard, directed by George Tillman Jr., produced by Wayne Barrow, and produced by Fox Searchlight Pictures. I took a look at this film and recommend people watch this movie in theaters. This is an excellent movie and biopic for the famous and late Notorious B.I.G. that was gunned down back in 1996. Jamal Woolard made an extraordinary performance as Notorious B.I.G. My hat's off to him. I grade this movie a B+. The next movie out this week is Defiance, starring Daniel Craig and Liev Schreiber, directed and written and produced by Edward Zwick, and distributed by Paramount Vantage. I took this film. I recommend people watching this movie in theaters. This is an excellent masterpiece and information about three Jewish guys escaping a Nazi detention camp, hide themselves with a bunch of Russians. This is an excellent movie and stuff you can read in history books. Daniel Craig and Liev Schreiber made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is Paul Blart Mall Cop, starring Kevin James, directed by Steve Carr, produced by Adam Sandler, and produced by Columbia Pictures. I took this movie. I recommend people watching this movie in theaters. Kevin James made an extraordinary performance playing a mall security guard trying to protect the people from a bunch of terrorists. His character Paul Blart is like Kevin Ryers, Liberian agent, and John McClane of Die Hard in this movie. My hat's off to him in this movie. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is Hotel for Dogs, starring Emma Roberts and Jake T. Austin, directed by Thor Prudential, produced by Ivan Reitman, and it's by DreamWorks Pictures and Nickelodeon Movies. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie in theaters. Emma Roberts made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to her. Grade this movie a B-. That's all the movies are out this week in theaters. The next movie out on DVD this week is Appaloosa, starring Ed Harris, Viggo Mortensen, Renee Zellweger, and Jeremy Irons. Written, directed, and produced by Ed Harris, and it's by New Line Cinema. I took this film. I recommend people watching this movie on DVD. This movie goes back to the Old West about two friends that came to a small town, became a rancher, and befriends a young widow. It's an all-star cast. Viggo Mortensen, Ed Harris, Renee Zellweger, and Jeremy Irons make extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to them. I grade this movie a B. The next movie out this week is My Best Friend's Girl, starring Jason Biggs, Dane Cook, Kate Capshaw, and Alec Baldwin. Directed by Howard Hughes, produced by Adam Hersey, and distributed by Lionsgate. I took a look at this film. I recommend people not to watch this movie on DVD. This is the worst romantic comedy I've ever seen since watching Down with Love. They should get better writers and better actors for this film. The only performance I did praise was Jason Biggs. He did an amazing job in this film about a guy who was dumped by her girlfriend and trying to recover from this relationship. I grade this movie a D. The next movie out this week is Swing Vote, starring Kevin Costner. Written and directed by Josh Michael Stern, produced by Kevin Costner, and distributed by Touchstone Pictures. I took this film, and I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Kevin Costner made an extraordinary performance about a blue-collar good old boy, Bud Johnson, who has the deciding vote for the presidential election, and figure out who to vote for and take advantage of the perks that comes with it. I grade this movie a B-. The next movie out this week is starring Kiefer Sutherland and Paul Patton. Written, directed, and produced by Alexandria Aya, and just by 20th Century Fox. I took this film. I recommend people watch this movie on DVD. Paul Patton made an extraordinary performance in this movie. My hat's off to her. Grade this movie a B-. That's all the time we have today. Come back next week where just the new movies out this week and on DVD. Don't forget to log into my website where you can look at my new trailers, play my movie trivia, and my puzzle. This is BC. See you next week. Now get out.